Fight fans, this is Eddie Hearn all the way from the UK. You're locked into the one and only BehindTheGloves.com.
Hey Fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps, and I am joined right now by Andre SOG Ward. First of all, congratulations tonight and welcome back. It's nice to see you back in the ring. You've just proven yourself to be the amazing boxing technician that you are. How does it feel to be able to say, I'm back and the 19-month layoff meant nothing? Well, not meant nothing, but did nothing.
Yeah, I feel like, it feels phenomenal. I mean, just to be in the atmosphere. Probably like a week and a half ago, I started getting those pre-fight jitters, like, uh-oh, this is what it feels like. I hadn't felt that in almost 2 years. And that felt good just to have that. And then, fight week, I was like, man, just, feeling the emotions and seeing some of the same people and just, doing the interviews and again, just feeling the pre-fight emotions, it was just phenomenal. And then to get in there, to feel those emotions, and then to finally have the fight waved off and to get my hand raised, just like, man, I'm back. So personally, it just took a monkey off my back. It's just exciting to not have to talk about lawsuits and ring rust, and it's just back just to boxing, so it felt great.
You've, back to the lawsuits thing, you've been through a lot, and it seems like for a while there, a lot of us and a lot of the media talked about, man, we really hope that it doesn't take them out too much longer because, your best years could be passing you by. Mentally, for those 19 months, what were you going through?
Very difficult. I don't always show it because, I've been trained in this sport to not show weakness, to not show pain. And sometimes that can transfer over into everyday life. So people see you and they're like, he doesn't even care. And it's like, no, I care. And I'm hurting. And it was to the point where I was ready to walk away from the sport because I didn't want my career to end like that. I didn't want to be pushed out so far to where, like you said, I missed my prime. And if my career was going to be over, I wanted it to be on my terms. And I'm just thankful I didn't do that. Somebody would always stop me at the right time and say, man, don't send that letter out. Don't do that. And I'm just happy that I didn't just go through this last season. I grew through it. I learned a lot. And hopefully what I went through, it definitely has made me stronger and smarter and better. But I can help another young guy when he goes through that one day.
Right. In spite of the layoff, your name still gets mentioned with all the big names right now. It is a blessing. And out of the four that I'm about to list, which of those would you prefer? Because, you're mentioned with Gennady Golovkin.
He's mentioned with me.
He's mentioned with you. There's Gennady Golovkin. There's Chavez Jr. You even have Kovalev right now, who's been more than willing to fight you. You have several of these guys that are just, which one would you prefer? Which one stands out to you as, I want that guy?
All of them. Why not? Can't get them all at the same night, but all of them. At the end of the day, that's what we're in this sport for. It's a time and a place to get tune-up fights, to get in a groove, get in a rhythm. But at the end of the day, the pinnacle is to fight the best. So, it's no way I'm going up to light heavyweight and at some point not knocking on Kovalev's door. It just wouldn't be right. And I respect Kovalev because he'll fight anybody. He's not on a political tip on the internet. He stays quiet, and when his name is called and when his number is called, he's ready to fight. I don't know what Golovkin is doing. You won't hear me mentioning Golovkin's name no more because, I'm not playing that internet game. They can win that. They got that. Chavez Jr., he just lost. He just came off a loss. So it's just a tricky time. My weight class is just real tricky. But the cool thing is it's always movement. Guys winning, losing, stuff's happening. And, you can have a pay-per-view fight or a fight that people are demanding in a matter of months. So I just got to stay focused, take it one step at a time. And I think when it's all said and done, my career is going to be what it's supposed to be.
Right. Carl Froch has yet to announce his retirement. He's been talking about, he's unsure at this point. But right before that talk started, he mentioned possibly wanting a rematch with you. Is that something you would entertain, or do you feel like at this point you would just,
from a career standpoint, I don't have to take that fight, but I like Carl. I really do. He reminds me a lot of myself. He's a competitor. And, I know we go back and forth sometimes, and that's just because he and I have a genuine rivalry. We respect each other, but we're competitors at the same time. And I beat him the first time, and no matter what he says, that bothers him, as it should a competitor. And so he'll say things, and then me being a competitor, I'm like, well, man, if you're going to say that, let's fight. So I would love to share the ring with him again just from a competitive standpoint because there's a real rivalry there, and I got a huge UK fan base, and obviously he has a huge UK fan base, so there's synergy there. I would love that. It would just be fun to fight him again, but I don't have to. And if he wants to retire, man, I respect that. I'll always respect Carl Froch because he did it the right way. He fought the best over and over and over again, and he beat the best. Sometimes he would come up short, but he was always in the fight. And no matter how many times we fight, it'll always be a competitive fight because he's just that kind of guy. So I respect him.
Last question. You were involved with Michael B. Jordan in the new Creed movie, the spinoff of Rocky. Talk about that. How fun is that to be involved?
Phenomenal. I had Ryan Coogler, who's the director and the writer. He did Fruitvale Station with Michael B. Jordan. Ryan Coogler's from the Bay Area. He said, look, bro, we finally met, me and Ryan. He said, look, I got a part for you. I was like, what? So me, him, and Michael B. Jordan met. And it just went from there. Next thing I knew, I had a 3-day shoot in Philadelphia with like 3 good scenes in the movie. And
You got your SAG card and everything.
oh my God, it's official.
Yeah.
Once you get that card, it's
You're an
official.
actor.
So yeah, so I'm excited. It's coming out soon. I don't know the exact date that it's coming out. I don't know if they announced that, but to be in the presence of those guys, to do some acting and to do it in my element was awesome.
Well, look, Andre, it's always great catching up with you. What type of message do you have for the fight fans out there?
Just stay tuned. The best is yet to come. I'm 31, not 41. You know, I feel like I still got a lot of time left in the tank, and I just appreciate all the fans' support and patience over this last 18 months. I mean, it was difficult for me, but my true fans, I know it was difficult for you guys. We're back, and again, hopefully the best is yet to come.
Very nice. Thank you so much. Bye, fight fans. Hey, fight fans. It's Michelle Joy Phelps. And if you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you go ahead and do so by clicking this little icon right here. Or else